Hey, howdy everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm checking out a request from Imaginary Demons on Twitch. I don't often get Twitch donation requests. I think it's happened one other time with somebody telling me to check out Opeth, which I still need to hear their new album, which I will get to, I promise. Why do I look weird? Why does my light seem strange? What's going on here? I don't know. Okay, all right, whatever. Maybe I think I'm just farther away than I usually am. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not moving up. I'm comfortable sitting farther back, so it's fine. But he tipped me on Twitch and said, "Heard you mention Eric Whitacre in your contortionist language reaction, and I had to recommend one of the coolest metal covers I've ever seen, Nox Aurumque by Means End. They aren't active anymore, but this cover will inspire me until the end of days." So that's really cool. I didn't know people were doing metal covers of Eric Whitacre's music, which is weird, because if you don't know who Eric Whitacre is, he's a choral composer. He writes choral music. It's a lot of like a cappella, like very clashing dissonant chords that sound really cool together. Some people are into that, like me. I think that's really awesome. And some people think that, you know, just writing a bunch of clashing dissonant chords and having that like big soundscapey kind of stuff is a little bit cringe. There are some elitists in the choral world who prefer the more classical, you know, like we're going to perform Handel's Messiah instead, which, you know, Handel's Messiah is great. Not saying there's anything wrong with Handel's Messiah, but I also like some of the more modern approaches that people bring to music, like Eric Whitacre. I think Seal Lullaby is probably his best song, just melodically. It's just gorgeous. And I like Nox Aurumque as well. That's off his one album with like the tree on the cover. I think it's called Nox Aurumque Light and Gold, if I remember correctly, is like the full thing. Is that what Nox Aurumque means? Light and gold? Night and gold, yes. Okay. Cool. So I will not be reacting to the original Eric Whitacre piece because I've heard it already. Obviously, big Eric Whitacre fan, big choral music fan. I've conducted a bunch of choirs. I'm probably going to end up being a choral teacher myself because I just finished student teaching, actually. So that's fun. So now I gotta find a job, hoping to be like a middle school choral teacher. That's kind of like where I want to end up. That or like elementary general music or something. I find that very fun. So this is a cover of that song. So this should be very interesting to hear how this is done metally, if that makes sense. I'm going to put my brightness up one more tick, not two, just one. So I'm not completely in the dark here. It's like also like weird, like the darks look like kind of gray, don't they? Like the blacks. It's a weird lighting thing. I don't care that much about visuals, obviously, but whatever. Let's get into this. All right, this is Nox Aurumque Means End. It says The Diadect. I'm assuming that's the album that this... Oops, sorry. That was my reaction that I just finished recording. Yeah, it says The Diadect here. I'm assuming that's the album that it's on. Let's check this out. Got a little music video here. It's Eric Whitacre himself. There he is. Well, this certainly is a far cry from Eric Whitacre's normal stuff. Putting a groove to Eric Whitacre music is weird. But this is sick. Ooh. Ooh. Is that the... Oh, whoa. I think they're playing the actual song in the background. because you hear a lot of that choral clashing dissonance stuff. Those big cluster chords. Wow, dude, I never thought I'd hear Eric Whitacre gent before. Shame they aren't active anymore, because this is real sick. Ooh. Catch me moshing in the auditorium at a choir concert. This guy's voice is so powerful. That guy's got some hair, man. This is so weird. Hearing like this climactic kind of key change part of the song now here in metal form is so strange. Oh. Wow, what a weird thing. That's so interesting. Okay, I've talked about this before, and I still want to do it. I just haven't really had time to, but I've talked about taking some music, like taking metal music and turning it into more classically, like maybe orchestral or choral kind of things, and doing like this kind of thing but in reverse. So I want to take like Viljarta and challenge myself to like rewrite Viljarta for orchestra. Like, what would that be? What would that sound like? Could I do, like, is it possible? What would I have to change? Like things like that. Like that seems like something that's really fun. And this is like kind of the same thing but in reverse, where you're taking a song that is, I mean, here, let me pull up the original song for you. Also, yeah, I'm just realizing that, yeah, duh, Aurumque is gold, because that's why the chemical symbol for gold is AU. So, yeah, so he has like Nox Aurumque, and then I think Lux Aurumque. He's got another song, Light and Gold, and that's the album title here. But this is the original song, and you can kind of hear... So I'm pretty sure they just took this and they played it in the background throughout most of the song, because you could hear it kind of playing in the background. But it's really interesting adding... And here's like... There's that keychain section. It's so strange. I don't want to play too much of it because I'll get copyright struck, most likely. I may have to even edit that down, but it's so strange hearing that in an entirely different genre. Like, how creative do you have to be to hear that and think, oh, I'm going to make this djent? And then it's like, how do you do that? How do you go about doing that? What do you have to change? What do you have to add? And it's super, super interesting because I'm trying to like now think through their thought process. So I'm thinking they kind of just sort of took this and they took all the notes and chords and everything, and then they just transferred it to their instruments and then added like more of a groove to it, more of some djenty rhythms and things like that to it. And then you get the Means End cover, that's super, super sick. But yeah, I see what Imaginary Demons was talking about with this being like very inspirational, because being able to take something like this and turn it into a metal song is very cool. It's very unique. It is hardly done. I know there's been people that have taken stuff, like if you look at Disembodied Tyrant, Synestia, they sort of took Vivaldi's Winter and they turned it into their version of Winter, which sort of, it had some stuff from Winter, like it borrowed the like dun 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 dun. It borrowed that section, but there was a lot of song that also just wasn't Winter. It was more of their own stuff, but it had a lot of influences and took different sections from Vivaldi's Winter. Something like this, though, taking just the whole song itself and just doing it as a straight up cover instead of like an inspired by kind of thing like Winter, that's super, super cool. This is so unique. I can't think of any other time that just a straight up choral song was turned into such a wildly different genre like this. Like that's really amazing. That's gonna do it for me. I don't have much else to say about this, but that's incredible. And yeah, this has inspired me. So now I want to go and I want to keep expanding upon my idea of turning Whitacre into a more classical orchestral setting with some choral vocals. That could be kind of interesting. How would I do that? How would I do this but in reverse? All right, cool. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks to Imaginary Demons for the Twitch tip. Again, a little bit unorthodox. Most people request through Patreon, but hey, sure. If you want to send me stuff on Twitch, sure. I don't care. Thanks for the recommendation. That was sick. And I will see you all in my next video. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.